To be the greatest fighter in the world, you need some sort of ego. And you're going to think that statement, it's not really what everyone tells me. Everyone tells me to leave my ego at the door, to not have an ego when it comes to training. But the difference is knowing when to turn that on and when to turn it off. It is like a switch. Because if you have no ego, you won't care if you win. If you have no ego, you won't be as competitive. If you have no ego, there's no sense of drive when you're in a bad situation. Because really, you just don't care. But it's just knowing when to turn it on and turn it off. Now, these are some situations where we don't want no ego. No ego at all. We want to have the mindset that we can learn from absolutely everyone. And I mean everyone. A white belt on the mat, they can teach you. A day one beginner, they could teach you. Because when you're rolling with them, you might pick up something that they're doing that no one else does. And you learn little aspects just from encountering a sparring situation with newbies. And that's why I go in training with a mindset that I can learn from absolutely everyone. Next point, do not be that dick in sparring that tries to go 100%. Because you're not going to learn and you're not going to improve at an efficient rate. You want to go at that 70% level, and you don't want to be known as that person that spars like an absolute dick on that mat, because people just won't want to train with you. That goes into the same point as don't try and kill everyone on the mat. It is training, and it's training for a reason. So we've got to lower our ego a little bit because it's training. This is a place where we're going to get in bad positions. We're going to lose rounds, but that is okay because it's a place of learning. It's an environment for learning because that is what training is all about. And ego can sometimes stop people from doing certain rounds with harder individuals. This is a time to not have the ego in this sense. Don't avoid the rounds. Don't avoid those hard rounds on the mat. You should be looking around on that mat. Who is the best person? Who's the hardest round I'm going to get? Looking around. Yes, I'm going to pick you. I'm going to point you and I'm going to come out. I'm going to call you out to have a little bit of a roll. Because I want to get that sense of ability and see exactly what it's like. Because you don't want to avoid any sort of positions, any bad positions. And you never, ever want to avoid weakness. Ever. If you think they can exploit your weakness in any way, you should be going there, especially in training. Because that is where we're going to learn and that's where we're going to improve. And these are times where you shouldn't have an ego. But you should know when to turn it on. When you're going with those higher level individuals, those higher level fighters, you should know when you should turn that ego on a little bit when you are training. And especially when it's hard sparring in the gym, you should know when to turn it on. Because that is a time to win. I'm not here to learn as much there. I'm wanting to smash. But you shouldn't have that much of an ego that you've got to break someone's bones or anything like that. You just got to get it at a high competitive rate. And it's finding that balance point in between. If you have no ego, you're probably not going to be the best training partner. But if you have loads of ego, you're probably not going to be the best training partner either. You want to find that middle ground to be not only a great fighter, but a great training partner as well. Because if you are a better training partner, you are going to get better rounds and more efficient rounds out of your fellow teammates, and then you're going to get the returns back as well. And I believe that is just the difference with a lot of individuals, that some people, they just don't know when to switch it on and switch it off. And that is the difference. Because let's be honest, every fighter have some sort of ego. If they didn't, they probably would not fight. And you'll just see people in the gym have a lot more ego than certain individuals. I have an ego. I know I have an ego. But I know I'm a great training partner as well. Because I love to learn from everyone. I'm not a dick sparring. I'll only be a dick sparring if someone else is being a dick to me. I will not kill the new guy. I will teach them, I will help them, I will support them. I never avoid rounds, I never avoid bad positions, and I never avoid weakness. I strive for weakness. I want to work on that and excel in those positions. But when it's time to turn it up a little bit, yes, I will have an ego. but it's just knowing when to turn that on and to turn it off. Just like this, with the switch of a button. Boom. I like that light, to be fair. It's pretty cool. But that's how we do things around here, because we're built different. And I'll see you in the next one. Bish, bash, bosh, pow.